Hi, I'm Lisa with lisaemery.com, and today I wanted to talk about how to be successful, how to set yourself up for success with your home business. So most of us got into this industry because we wanted more time with our family, right? Financial freedom, the freedom to choose our hours, work when we want. And then we get started, and if you're anything like me, you're just going crazy. Everything is taking too long. You're spending too much time on things that probably shouldn't spend as much time on them and not spending enough time on the things that are important. So I am working on getting myself on a better schedule, and I wanted to share with you a couple of tips that I've learned over the last couple of months, and hopefully they'll help you also with your business. So I'm sure you've heard the quote, failing to plan is planning to fail, right? So you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan. And it starts, setting yourself up for success starts with your vision and your goals, okay? You talked about this a little bit on a Facebook Live, but you need to set your goals, right? Figure out what it is you want to achieve and break it down into actionable steps. So if you know how much money, what's that number, what's that amount of money that you need to make so that you can do this full time, so that you can take some of the pressure off your household, so that you can retire your husband, so that you can send your kids to college, whatever your goal is. What is that amount? Okay, what is that figure? You need to know what that is, because if you don't know what that is, how are you going to reach that goal, right? You can only reach a goal that you know exists. So you have to set goals, plain, straightforward goals, and then a plan on how you're going to achieve them, okay? Then you need to choose a primary marketing strategy. And my suggestion, and this is just my suggestion, but if you're going to be online, Facebook has the most users than any other social media platform out there. So it's a really good place to start. There are already a lot of marketers on Facebook, but to tell you the truth, most of them are doing it wrong. So if you set yourself up correctly, then you're going to make bank. It's definitely the place to be. All right. So choose your primary marketing strategy and stick with it. That doesn't mean you can't have kind of other secondary ones. I have other ones that I work on also, but I mostly build those to feed everybody into Facebook. So it's just another way to connect with people, and then I bring them on over to Facebook. And then set specific times of the day, set specific times that you're going to work. And that it's good for you, it's good for me, it's good for my mentality to know that, okay, from 7 in the morning till 9, I am going to focus on, working. It's also good for your family to know that. If they know you have a schedule, they know to leave you alone during that time. So it's really important to set that schedule, time that you're going to put towards just working your business, okay? And then I've also found that if you can break things down into increments, and time increments seem to work the best. So 15 to 20 minute time increments. So because sometimes I'll sit down to do work and I have so many things to do, it's just daunting, right? It's overwhelming. So I'll go, yeah, I'll get to it later, because I don't have 2 hours right now to sit down to do all that stuff. Maybe. Does that ever happen to you? So instead, break it down into increments. So now what I do is they say, okay, I have 20 minutes right now. I'm going to spend 20 minutes responding to Facebook messages. Or I'm going to spend 20 minutes connecting with people on Facebook, or I'm going to spend 20 minutes answering my emails, or, I have 15 minutes, so I'm going to spend 15 minutes, responding to something. Break it down into small increments when you're working out your day, and you should be planning your day tomorrow, you should be planning today. So when you look at your day and you schedule in all the activities that you have to have in there, whether that's going to work or your kids' activities or doctor's appointments, whatever, then you look at the time you have left over, schedule in when you're going to connect with people on Facebook, when you're going to respond to emails, when you're going to do your Facebook messages, okay? And that's really going to help you. The other thing that is really helpful to do, it has been helpful for me, is and this is one of the things my coach told me, you need to focus on your strengths, okay? So if you're not really good at the technical things, then maybe you should outsource that. If you don't know how to build a website and you're trying to build a website, then outsource it, right? Spend the time on the things that you're good at, especially if you're limited in time, right? Because you could spend, you could spend all day trying to set up a website, whereas that time you could have been building your business and outsource that to someone else. So it really helps to focus on your strengths and then outsource the things that you're just not that good at, okay? And it's okay. You don't have to be good at everything. And then have a designated workspace. This is still one of the things I'm working on because most of the time I work from my couch, which really isn't good. But if you set a place in your home that is your designated place to work, then your family knows that when you're in there, you're working, and you know mentally, psychologically, you know that when you go to that place that you're working, okay? So it's really helpful to have a designated workplace. It's helpful for you. It's helpful for your family. And then the other thing is to dress for success. So if you're just writing content or working on things where you're not really talking to people so much, that it's not, you can do that in your pajamas. But if I'm going to sit down and, for instance, if I'm going to do a video, or if I'm going to do prospecting on Facebook, or if I'm going to make calls, I get dressed up, okay? I get dressed up, I put my makeup on. It tells me that I'm ready to work, okay? And it gives me the confidence that I need to do the items that I want to get done. So when you're doing things where especially if you're gonna be talking to people, I don't know, something about talking to people when I'm in my pajamas, it just doesn't work for me. So I can, write a blog post in my pajamas, that's fine. I can figure out what my content's gonna be for the week in my pajamas. But if I'm gonna actually talk to people, even if it's just on Facebook, I need to be ready. I need to be in my professional work mode and attire. And it just helps me mentally. So I hope you get some value from that. If you do, please like, comment, and share. And I will see you on the next video.